So good morning students. Now we will come to the timer and counter exercise. So first we will see the basics with respect to your timers and counters, then we will go to the programming of timers and counters. So the timers and counters are the most used instructions after your normally open contact, closed contact, and then your output coil. So we have three types of timer. One is your on delay timer, second one is off delay timer, third one is your retentive on delay timer. So on delay timer means if you switch on an input after particular time the output will be on. Off delay timer means if you switch on after that particular time the output will be switched off. Retentive means it will be storing the previous value. For example, maintenance purpose you can use. For example, the fan is running for some 500 hours or 1000 hours. You have to make use of some maintenance work. You have to do some maintenance work. It will keep in memory how much time the motor has run today, 4 hours, tomorrow 6 hours. All those things it will be stored. Then it will be done. That is your three types of timer. So when you are doing programming with timer, you have to understand three things. One is your time base. Time base is like your least count for a mechanical instrument. What is the time base you have to select, and then what is the preset value, how much time you have to set. Then after that you have to see what is your accumulated value, how much time it has been over. So based on that only you will be getting your output. So the counters also like same like your timer. Instead of your timing, here you will be getting the count. For example, how many vehicles are entering inside the campus, how many vehicles are leaving, all those things you can do. So counters also you have three things. One is your up counter, second one is your down counter, third one is combination of this up and down counter. Here in this, here you will be doing 4 exercises. First 2 timers will be doing timer on delay and then timer off delay, counter up and counter down. These are all the things you will be doing. So 4 places you will be making use of the address percentage R10. Only for the second case of delay timer you will be making use of the address percentage R20. Otherwise the procedure is same. Now we will start. So first I have to press, I have to add input 19. Then I have different types of timers, TMR, TMH, TMS, like that it will be there. So our on delay timer, that will be with respect to Siemens PLC. Here you have to select on delay timer hundreds, tens, thousands. You can select whatever the thing you want. So only thing you have to multiply your preset value. For example, I am putting hundreds means in this case I have to put the address percentage R10. All the places I will be using this address only, percentage R10. Only for off delay timer I will be making use of my percentage R20 address. Now address is 1Q. Address is 1Q. Output address is 1Q. Then resetting, for that you will be making use of your second input. So 2i I have to do it. Something is wrong here. Okay, go back. Okay, I have changed in the address, that is the reason. Now I think I have to add another input. Another input switch for resetting. Okay, now I have to give 2i for resetting and preset value. For example, I have taken hundreds timer. Suppose I give a timing of some 1000. So 1000 by 100, after 10 seconds I will get the output once my switch is pressed. This is my on delay timer. So it is in stop condition only. Store your program. So once store is done, go to your run button. Now you can see the timing what I just done there 0. That you can see this is your simulation. Once 10 seconds is over, it will be displaying 10 and my output will also be on there. Now I am going to start. So you can wait till 10 seconds. You can see the output here in the PLC as well as simulation. So once 10 seconds is reached, still the timer will be running but the output is reached. Okay, here also you can see output is reached. Suppose I want to stop this cycle I have to make use of my second switch, that is for resetting this. Okay, once I reset, the value becomes 0. Suppose I want to start another cycle also, I can do. I can start once again. You can see after 10 seconds I will be getting my output. So the timer is still running. So once I will get in the output, but still the timer is running. That is my accumulated value. Suppose I want to stop, I can make use of the reset switch and then I can stop. This is about on delay timer. Next we will be continuing with your off delay timer. We will choose a different timer. Off delay timer, OFDTR. So last time you choose hundreds, this time you choose 10. We can choose whatever the thing you want. Here alone we will be making use of the address percentage R20. All other places, 3 places, will be making use of the address percentage R10. So now I am giving a preset value. Here in this case, if I give 150, so 150 by 10, after 15 seconds my output will be off. Okay, switch off the PLC, then store your program. So once it is stored, you can run. So if I store run, automatically the program is running, and then after 15 seconds it will be switched off. You can see the output is also on. It will be switched off after 15 seconds is reached. So the difference is, in the case of on delay timer, once you press the input switch, the timer will be running and the output will be on. Here, once I switch on, the output will be on, but only when I switch off the switch 1 here, the timer will start and then your output will be switched off. You can see only when I switch off, the timer will start now. Now you can see the timer has started. It will go up to 150, and once 150 is reached, the output will be switched off. Okay, so 3 things what you have to remember, very important in programming timer, is your preset value, that is how much you are setting here, PV, preset value, and time base. Okay, what you are choosing, hundreds, tens, thousand, that is your time base, and then accumulated value. Okay, how much value that is displayed here, that is your accumulated value. So this is about your timers. Next you will see about your counters. So only difference is here you will be making use of numbers instead of time. So now timers, counters you can type UPCTR, stands for your up counter, down counter you have DNCTR. So the address is same, percentage R10. You can make use of another input for resetting, second switch. Then preset value you have to give. So for example, I am giving a value of some 7. So after 7 counts, my output will be off. I will be operating the switch 7 times. My output will be off. On, sorry, in this case up counter, since it is a up counter. Now store your program, then run. Okay, already a value of 73 is here. So you make use of a reset switch, then that output will become 0. Now if I operate my switch 1 7 times, I will be getting the output. So you can watch here in the switch where it is operated, or here you can see in the simulator, there you can see the numbers will be changing from 0. Now first time I have operated, switch on and switch off, second time, every time it goes from off to on, it will be counting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now my output is on. So if you go forward also, still it will count, but still my output is on. So this is up counting, okay, up counter. Whereas down counting, the counting will start from, for example, I have set a value of 7 or 10, it will start from 7 or 10 and it will go in reverse manner, like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, like that. So here we have a limitation. So we have you can give a maximum value of 65,535. That is what you can give. 65,535 is the maximum value you can give. Okay, it will accept up to that value. So that is in your bits and bytes fashion. You can see 2 power 7, 8 like that, 32,767. In that manner it will go. Suppose if I enter that value above that 66,000 and all, it will say value out of range. Okay, we have to give values within that. This is about your up counter. Next you will be seeing the down counter. Here instead of your up counter, you just remove this and type DNCTR, down counter. Okay, here also address, same address, percentage or 10. So preset value, I am giving a value of some 10 here. Preset value, I am giving a value of 10. Then storing my program. So once it is stored, I am running. Okay, the value 10 is stored here automatically. So now you can see, you can go back. Every time if you go back, it will reduce us by a value of 1. So here it is in opposite. Okay, now it becomes 9. Okay, up counter and down counter, they are opposite. So their value will be increasing from 0 to 7 or 10. Now here value will be decreasing. Once the value 0 becomes 0, the output will be on. Okay. So now I want to do the cycle again. I can make use of my second switch, reset switch. Okay. Then you can start again. Okay. So reset, make your button on, back to the position, then you operate again, it will run.